Hello everyone and welcome back. I am so excited today to be telling you and showing you all about the creative workshop called Method that I just launched with my friend Jill, and we have been dreaming about this for so long, and I just wanted to document as much as I could from our first workshop and kind of just walk you through what we do and what we offer. Essentially at this workshop we touch on styling, tabletop, image composition, editing with your iPhone, and Instagram strategy. So we had the best group of ladies and we had the best time. I'm gonna be walking you through kind of what went down that day and just to give you a better idea of like how the workshop works out, and if you ever wanted to come, this would be a great thing to watch. I'll be inserting some photos of the workshop that my friend Michelle captured from Vivienne Tyler Photography. She is everything and more. I am so grateful for these images. They turned out beautifully. Something I didn't catch on video was how I taught editing. So essentially we hooked up my phone to a projector and it went onto the wall and everyone kind of sat in this editing lounge, and I touched on how I edit a cocktail photo, how I edit a tabletop photo, and just like tips and tricks that I use in my everyday life editing on my iPhone. So that's one thing we didn't get on video, but Michelle did get a couple really cool shots of the editing lounge and how that all went down. So I'm gonna let it roll and I hope you guys enjoy. Good morning, you guys. I am so nervous today. I am teaching my first workshop. We are gonna go set up super early and I'm gonna take you along for the ride. Gotta keep these memories alive, you know what I'm saying? I'm just so like, I barely slept. I feel prepared, but it's like, it's one of those days where it's just like, okay. But yeah, we're gonna go to Folklore, set up Method Workshop, and get this show on the road. See you along the way. Swag bags. I'm gonna do a styled cocktail on this green background. Jill is gonna do a floral flat lay. These are props to pull from, and hello, beauty, flowers to pull from, greenery to use in styled shots if they want, and our little table we're gonna sit at and talk to everyone from. We're getting there. Practiced my little bio spiel on Monica and she said it's getting better, and I think it's all about just like not skipping details about my journey and my business and all that stuff, so I think that's the hardest part, but anyway, we're getting closer. It's looking cute in here. Hello, this macrame, hello. I'm like in full pajamas right now. I'm excited. I'm gonna get dressed and take some pictures. Beautiful food by Smoke and Brine. Oh my gosh. Jill, last minute touches.
Sorry.
No, I like it.
Interact. Nuts. Would you like some nuts?
So good. And then through here we have the editing lounge.
So my timeline starts kind of later. So I grew up in like a very business-oriented family. I thought I was creative like in high school, and I was like, I'm gonna do some art. I liked designing, I love decorating, but I was like, no, that's not gonna make me any money. So I went to school and I did the double major business econ. I got recruited by Wells Fargo, and it was just one of those things where they move you up really quickly, and anytime I was like, I want to leave, this is boring, I got promoted. money and that security. I did that for like 12 years. I moved into management probably like 5 or 6 years in. So as a young manager, I liked working with people and hiring. I think that is something that's been able to translate over into my business, hence Monica, because she's amazing. Fast forward, in 2012 at the end, my dad got diagnosed with cancer, and so my story is slightly sad. It was one of those things where I wasn't dealing with it very well, so I started doing creative things. And the first thing was a live edge furniture venture with a friend of mine, and I love designing and sourcing the wood, and that was really fun. It ended up fizzling. But one thing that came out of that was really good was we did a launch party where we kind of like debuted all of our pieces, and I had to put that together, bring in different vendors. I did the florals and decorated, and that kind of, after it fizzled, that was something that I kept coming back to. 2016 in March is when I officially left the bank. I was like building layered vintage and doing things on the side, my photo shoots, my weddings, but I hadn't left the bank because of the security factor. So that's kind of how it came about. I literally, in the beginning, realized Instagram was fun, and that, I mean, I was horrible at it in the beginning. I didn't have you.
It wasn't.
No.
2011.
Oh my god, it's just
Let's
so
go
bad.
back.
Like in my bedroom with like a lamp there. Oh, it's just so bad. Nobody ever scrolled back. I probably should delete it. It's just
Never delete your old, never delete your past.
I think you should know where you
People
came
love
from.
that, yeah.
It's helpful. I was in a dark room.
But
that's
that
where I
being
came
said, don't
from.
go back to mine.
Yeah, I followed people that I really admired, and I watched kind of what they were doing and how they were growing, and it kind of just took off from there. Everything came from Instagram, so it's just one of those things where, like, I didn't realize how important it was until I was like really far in, and now it's just something where, yeah, can't get rid of it.
Yeah.
That's me.
Okay, so my story starts in high school. I got into photo class my junior year, and then that went into senior year, and I just fell in love with it. Everyone thought I was crazy for wanting to go to art school because at the time, photography was not something that you would usually get money from pursuing or even like get into it if you tried really hard. So I loved it enough to take a leap and go to Art Institute in Seattle. So I moved from Carlsbad to Seattle, 18 years old by myself, you know, took a loan out and went to Art Institute, and it was the hardest thing I've ever done. And they drill it into you to become a perfectionist, and it was really, really, really hard, mentally, physically. We did film, we had to develop it ourselves. I don't remember a lick of that, but it helped. They wanted to prep us for digital, so at this point, our phone cameras were nothing. No one was using that for anything. This is like 2008, going into 2009. I graduated, moved back down here in 2010 to try and like gain momentum through people my parents knew or like people I knew that were getting married, and like I started doing weddings. And I took my first wedding in 2010 for $500, and I started doing portraits for free around then, and just like started getting clients that way. And then I was working odd jobs. I worked at a 24-hour fitness in the kids club after I graduated Art Institute, and in my head I was like, what the hell am I doing? This is not what I need to be doing at all. So I was babysitting, literally doing anything I could to go full-time freelance, and then in, I want to say 2013, that kind of started snowballing into getting busier and busier. Started my Instagram in 2010 and didn't start taking it seriously until about 2013, 2014. And then that year I got featured as a suggested user, which means that Instagram picks your account to be shown to the entire community, which is millions and millions of people. And I was like, this is insane. I don't know anyone personally who has had this happen. And I just didn't know how it worked because it was early on, and I started getting jobs through it, and I started working with brands that I consume from. Crazy, crazy stuff, and eventually it got so busy I had to discontinue my weddings and portraits and events, stuff that I had been hustling for years and years and years. I would take any job, I would take free jobs, just so I'd have portfolio work. Freelance photography is really, really crazy, but worth it. I feel like I've never worked a day in my life. So, fun fact, this is not alcohol. I literally poured juice in that glass. This is kind of like an inspiration if anyone wants to recreate anything like this. I have everything I used here is over there. And then just like contrasting colors like mint and red. finished cleaning up at Folklore. Monica says hi. And the lounge was so cute for editing. It was so fun. That was probably my favorite part to teach, was the editing, because I'm most comfortable with it. But look how cute Folklore set up this lounge for the editing, and I'm just so excited for future prospects. Now we're gonna go to Din Din, and I'm gonna have the best night's sleep of my life. But alright you guys, that is it for the first method workshop vlog that we had here in San Diego. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I just wanted to take a quick minute to tell you that all of the sponsors and the people that made this possible are going to be listed with their links in the description box for you to check out. Thank you to everyone who was involved and who made this possible. I just feel so lucky to have worked with you, and I am so excited for what's to come. So if you want to follow along with anything method related, we are at Method Workshop on Instagram. I am at Arielle Vey all across the board if you need me for anything in that department, and I will see you guys in the next one.